Hello, wonderful people of the internet. It's time for some more scrumptious, healthy food here at Simply Healthy Living. Remember to hit subscribe if you want to get more recipes like this posted every week. Now, if you're not Norwegian, you might have balked at the title. Fish cakes? As in cakes made of fish? What is that crazy girl doing now? But this is actually a Norwegian dinner staple, with fresh fish blended with other goodies to make a type of fish burger. They are an absolute genius way of increasing the amount of fish dinners in your life, as they create more variation than your standard filet, are very versatile and taste delicious. So, if you're in the need of a healthy dinner or want to increase your fish intake in a delicious manner, look no further. I give you Fanstastic fish cakes. For the fish cakes and side dishes I am using today, you will need the following ingredients. See the video description for the full ingredient list with measurements. Start by prepping your sweet potato. Sweet potato contains plenty of vitamins B6, A, and C, potassium, and some fiber. And it tastes good. What more can you want? Just peel it, slice it, and then chop it into sticks. Transfer into a bowl, preferably bigger than the one I am using, and add a couple of tablespoons vegetable oil and your favorite spices. I like to go for some spicy paprika, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Also, if you're smart, you dry the oil off your fingers before moving on to your spices, so you don't have to use dishcloths to be able to grind your pepper, because that was really frustrating. Set that aside to marinate and get acquainted while setting your oven to 200 degrees Celsius to preheat. Then it's time for your fish. I actually caught this one myself, my first fish, yay! And so no plastic pollution and very local. It's a Pollock with the skin on, so I need to bring out my pretty Japanese knife, look at it, to try to separate the skin from the fish. Pollock, yep, apparently that's the name for those two almost identically looking fish in English. And cod all work. You want a light tasting, pretty lean white fish for fish cakes. The fish for this recipe should rest in the refrigerator for at least a day, so it's great for any fish that's not day fresh anymore. Fish contains a lot of the good stuff: iodine, protein, vitamin B12, and selenium, while being low on fat. One study from Bergen found that eating more lean fish like pollock reduces the risk of heart disease, so it's a great food medicine. Make sure to get yours from a sustainable source. I'm going to skip showing you any more of my mangling of these poor fillets now, and skip to the end of the cleaning, where I have this little mountain of deboned, skin-free fish. Then we weigh it. This came to a total of 600 grams, so I'm working based on that weight. If you have more or less, then just adjust the amounts of the other ingredients. Then it's time to get mincing. First, you take your onion, chopping it into rough chunks in preparation for the mincer, followed by a clove of garlic, which you just clean the skin off. Then you put your fish, together with a generous pinch of salt, in a chopper or mixer. Make sure the chopper isn't too hot. I suggest putting it in the freezer or the refrigerator for a little while before mincing your fish. Then we mince our fish into a good paste. And when it's at the right consistency, move it to a bowl before mincing your onion and garlic. Add that to the fish, as well as some freshly ground pepper and a couple of tablespoons of quarg, which is a type of curd cheese that's low on fat and high on protein, some soy milk or other milk, an egg, adding more protein, vitamins, and minerals, and a couple of tablespoons of potato or chickpea flour. Finally, add some fresh herbs like parsley and chives, some dried seaweed flakes if you have any, and a couple of tablespoons of melted butter. Seaweed contains omega-6 fatty acids and other goodies while having powerful umami flavor that rounds the fish cakes out nicely. If the mix seems too wet to shape balls from, add some more flour and adjust until it has the right consistency. Then put the mix in the refrigerator to rest while we prep our vegetable sides. Today I'm serving these fish cakes with oven-baked sweet potato sticks, avocado, asparagus, and a green salad. They can also be like a burger in buns with lettuce, tomato, cucumber, and remoulade, with potatoes, steamed root vegetables, and pickled cucumber, or even on a sandwich with some vegetables for a hearty lunch. It's very versatile and always delicious. I'm starting with my fresh salad, washing radishes, tomatoes, and lettuce. While those are resting in cold water for the freshness, scoop your avocado out of the skin and slice up before plating. Then I have some leftover asparagus, breaking off the tough stems before chopping into smaller steaks. I'm frying them for a bit, so preheat a skillet with some olive oil. Now the salad ingredients should be nice and fresh, so pour out the water and chop them up as well. As you could hear from the number of healthy ingredients, these fish cakes are packed with the good stuff, making them into a really healthy, filling meal. With the side dishes we got going today, we're also getting the recommended 5 different vegetables, that's without counting the sweet potato, so this dinner covers both a fish meal and most of your daily intake of veggies. Woohoo! Healthy food that tastes delicious. When your salad is finished, the frying pan should be warm, so you can fry up your asparagus. They only need about 4 to 5 minutes, as they should still have a bit of resistance to them. When they're done, get your fish mix out of the refrigerator because it's time to fry us some fish cakes. Start by getting some oil or butter for your frying pan. Then shape the fish mix into appropriate size with 2 spoons, about this amount, or bigger if you want them more like burgers. When your cakes are nice and browned, takes about 4 or 5 minutes on each side, turn them and leave to fry until cooked through but not dry. Then remove them to their serving platter and repeat until you run out of raw fish mince. This takes a little while, but when you're done, you have plenty of fish cakes that can be enjoyed in many different ways. This batch should cover 2 dinners for 2 people with large appetites. They also freeze really well, so you can save some for later too. While they fry, bring your sweet potatoes out of the oven and plate them as well. Yummy! I'm lazy and wanted these really healthy, so I didn't use that much oil and I baked them straight, so they're pretty soft, but you can make them more fry-like if you want. I think they're delicious this way too though, and it's super simple and healthy. I'm getting really hungry frying these up. They smell so good. Trying to distract myself by rearranging the plates. Come on, be ready please. Ah, yes, they're done. Yummy! Can't wait to eat these beauties. Look at this meal, what a feast! Now to the moment of truth. Do they taste as good as they look? Time for the skeptical boyfriend test. Let's get a little bit of everything on that fork there. Okay, so what do we think? Drum roll. Success! Healthy and absolutely delicious. You actually can have it both. So get cooking, enjoy, and take care.